Hello. In my introductory session, I made the point that Art Deco is difficult to define. As a stylistic label, it's open to interpretation. We know it when we see it. It has themes, but there are no real rules. If we look at the flat facades, the dramatic colours, the horizontal line of the buildings of Ocean Drive in Miami Beach, very different from, say, the Chrysler building, vertical and full of ornament, and yet we have no difficulty in defining both as Art Deco. And Art Deco is truly international as a style, and I suspect this has got something to do with the growing popularity of the cinema in the 1920s and the 1930s, spreading ideas globally. If we take a random look at architecture around the world, this is the Customs building in Montevideo. And here we have the Cabana building in Buenos Aires. Napier, New Zealand, was rebuilt after an earthquake in 1931. Moving to Australia, these buildings are in Perth. On the subcontinent, this is Mumbai. In Africa, Asmara, Eritrea, and Casablanca in Morocco. And this is Indonesia. But Art Deco architecture has its roots in the USA. So let's take a closer look at the Chrysler building. Designed by William Van Allen, built in 1930, headquarters for the Chrysler Motor Corporation, over 1,000 feet high, on the corner of 42nd Street and Lexington Avenue in New York. Has this terraced crown of 7 radiating arches clad in stainless steel. Stainless steel, a modern material, very Art Deco. Ribbed and riveted with this radiating sunburst pattern, one of our Art Deco motifs, with triangular vaulted windows. Geometric, very Art Deco. And that exotic ziggurat peak looking back to earlier civilizations, another of our motifs. Stylized nature with the eagles on the 61st floor, also a symbol of America, of course. And machinery with hubcaps on the 31st floor. The RCA building in the Rockefeller Center uses floodlighting to dramatic effect. Again, very much an Art Deco theme. This is the Radio City Music Hall. Now here in London we have the Carreras building in Camden. Has been restored and lost some detail in the restoration, but you can still see influences here from ancient Egypt, and the Black Cat was one of Carreras's most popular brands of cigarette. This is a National Radiator Company building, was known as the Ideal House, it's now known as Palladium House. It's on the corner of Great Marlborough Street in this polished black granite. But take a look at the ornamentation, bronze and enamel. It's by the Birmingham Guild of Handicrafts, a guild that was rooted in the arts and crafts movement. This is the Hoover building, Western Avenue, Perivale, the A40, now belongs to Tesco. The Sunlight Laundry Factory in Brixton. This is a former Shelmex house on the Strand. Shelmex very much into Art Deco architecture. The Senate House at Bloomsbury. And outside the capital, this is City Hall in Norwich. Muted Art Deco, but still Art Deco. The High and Over House at Amersham in Buckinghamshire. And nearby is High Over Park with what are known as sun houses. The first Art Deco hotel in the UK was the Midland Hotel, which was built for the London Midland and Scottish Railway in Morecambe. Reopened in 2008 after 10 years of restoration. And here you can see the streamline element of Art Deco emerging. This is Burr Island Hotel, just off the coast of Devon, built in 1929 but extended in 1932 with this curving rounded extension, makes it look a little bit like a cruise liner moored up. This is the De La Warr Pavilion, Bexhill-on-Sea, opened in 1935. The Odeon cinema chain was built on the brand image of Art Deco. Their flagship was the Odeon in Leicester Square, but all their cinemas carried that Art Deco brand. This is the Odeon in Blossom Street in York, and other cinemas copied. Locally, to me, this is the Ritz Cinema in Ilkeston. Also in my local area, the borough architect Charles Aslin designed the first purpose-built bus station in the UK for Derby, recently demolished and greatly mourned by many. We also have Rolls-Royce in Nightingale Road in Derby. In Burton-on-Trent, a former cinema, a 1930s extension to the town hall and the Abbey Arcade. These are the former electricity showrooms in Tamworth. Now we have shops at High Street, Long Eaton, Packers Row in Chesterfield, and this is the Clock Garage at Woodville. Architecture defined by Art Deco style around the world, but in everyone's local area. Now next time I'm going to take a look at ceramics. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click on the notification bell to be informed when the next video is available, or you can subscribe by clicking on the rose window over my shoulder.